Hello, my name is Vanessa Paulina Vadillo Martinez.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Lopez Padilla.
Hello, my name is Itzel Sandoval Casasola.
Project title: Tense. Tense refers to the time. By this we mean the grammatical times that will be taught. Domain. Well, it is a play on words. Domain has two connotations. The first is the name of the domain as such, and the second is to master correctly the grammatical tenses.
Tense domain came to us a proposal, since we did not have a clear idea about which project to develop. We have created a didactic material capable of helping teachers have a didactic material to help students practice grammar tenses in a fun way, focusing on supporting the teacher when explaining the necessary topics and use tense domain as a support so that students learn to identify certain characteristics of grammatical structures in a fast, easy, and effective way.
Objectives. The first is that the teacher through this material help students to refine their knowledge of English by presenting in an easy and fun way to learn, and thus achieve mastery of English topic. The second is that the game serves both the teacher to give to his class and the students to generate center knowledge with the language. And the last is develop English skill at intermediate and advanced level without taking too much time and in a practical and subtle way.
The methodology of this material is based on the explanation of several authors. Based on this, we decide to create a material that helps students to identify structures of the times in an almost immediate way. Since the game requires some skills to find which pieces go together with the previous one. With this, it is intended that students are able to learn the structures so that when putting their knowledge into practice, they can do it in the same way, quickly and without having to think for many minutes.
Difference between other similar products and ours. Our product is teaching oriented to help students reinforce their English skill. The product is made for the teacher and only teachers can buy it. It contains a content with the verb tenses of the English language. The concept is that of a single domain that changes with playing it. For example, the player who starts the game is the one with the main assistant for freeze or time input parts of the game piece. The game pieces are made up of tenses and phrases. The pieces of the game that they take out must correspond with the last piece and create a time or complement the information given. The player can only put a game piece in case a player doesn't have the correct game piece. He will have to take a piece from the remaining pieces.
Tense domain is a didactic material to facilitate the learning of grammar tenses, helping students to focus on quickly identifying their structures.
Financing information. The price to complete the game is 295 pesos. The 28 pieces of acrylic is 200 pesos, stamped 35 pesos, sealant 10 pesos, and a box 50 pesos. So the price for the public will be 300 pesos each set, which include the 28 pieces of an English level, can be intermediate or advanced level, an instruction and a box.
Key resources that have been used: acrylic card stamps, a sealant. We choose this material since we couldn't find a person to make us the dominance of the signs we wanted and the colors we asked for. Acrylic was chosen because it is an easy material to cut, it is not very expensive, and it can be adapted to the measurements we want. We choose to put the stamps on it as it's a material that quickly adheres to acrylic. The sealant so that our material has more resistance and isn't so easily abused. Therefore, the cards are an extra material that complement the game.
Results. The game showed positive results when it was tested in class, fulfilling its main function, which is to put into practice the grammar times learned in a class, intermediate level. Likewise, we take into account what the people who tried the game thought, such as size, shapes, color, and be more careful when explaining the instruction. So, taking into account all this, some small modification will be made, but in general, the domino game is ready to fulfill its purpose of reinforcing English.
Thanks the main, it has already been put into practice. We had excellent results. We only need to make some adjustments in terms of presentation. Tense domain, master the grammar, master the English, dominating the dominos.